Hi, this is Sugar Shane Mosley, and you're watching True School Sports.
All right. Can you tell people out there who Trevor the Bryan is?
Well, Trevor the Dream Bryan is 16-0 with 11 knockouts, coming from Albany, New York, under the Don King banner. I'm a young prospect coming up. I consider myself a young contender because I feel like I'm one of those diamonds in the rough. But I had a good fight back in August with gate holder Derek Ross. It was a great fight. People said I didn't have enough experience to be in the ring with a guy like that, but it definitely showed my skills during that fight and a lot of different components that is going to set me to be one of those top guys in the country and the world. So I'm getting ready, man, and Trevor the Dream Bryan is a hard worker. If anything you know about me, we definitely come in shape. And it's no slacking, no lack in my heart whatsoever, so.
He's about to get work, man. He's about to get work, but get his work, though. But if Showtime calls for that fight, though, we can do it. We can do it. All right, bet. You heard right here first. If Showbox want that fight, we can make it happen. Listen, we about to make it real fights. 2 young heads, Deontay Wilder, we ain't running. We right here. We trying to make it happen.
Stay in that shit.
We ain't Charles Martin. We ain't taking no dimes. We ain't taking no dimes.
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Respect that.
Big shouts for signing the contract and fighting me, because, like I said, I'm signing these contracts and I want to fight these big guys. But these guys are not coming through with the fights. I mean, I can throw a couple names out there now: Birdman, Stiverne, Big Baby, Baby Miller. Who else? What was the other one?
Brezeale, Dominic Brezeale.
Dominic Brezeale. Like there's actual contracts of me signing these contracts out. These guys are offered to fight. I sign the contracts to fight these guys, and nothing comes through. So I'm ready for the big fights.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready to fight these top name guys that the people say in the country are these such and such guys. And I'm ready to fight these guys to show my abilities as well. To put myself on this platform to show that I'm supposed to be there and I'm supposed to be #1. So it's not just about having heart. It's not just about having the abilities to do what we do every single day. It's certain guys that want to have a legacy behind them, and I'm one of them. I don't want to just be a champion or a paper champion and I got the belt and I was gone. No, I want to leave a legacy behind. So when I pass on, no matter what you mentioned about any type of heavyweight fighters, boxing, you have to mention Trevor the Dream Bryan, that he did this such and such time. I want my name to go down in history.
Yeah. Like the you know, I know it's his birthday today. Muhammad Ali's, the Larry Holmes, you know, those type of guys.
Definitely. I'm ready just to show the world what I got. And at the end of the day, I mean, what happens, happens. But I mean, I know that I'm going to be victorious. I'm going to be #1. You guys are going to see Trevor the Dream Bryan is going to be champion.
Left, so we here, baby. You got to force to deal with it. You got to deal with us. 2016, you can't go around us. You got to go through us. And we taking all comers. I mean, let's go champ.
Make a campaign for that Joshua fight?
Of course, man. I'm the WBA interim champion. You know, Mayor in charge in front of me, but this fight's gonna be in Manhattan. Like, I'm from New York. Like, I'm from upstate Albany, New York. I'm an undefeated heavyweight, 20-0, man. I'm ready to go. All these other guys told me they're getting ready. Ain't no getting ready. We ready. So if the man calls and say, Trevor Bryan, let's go. I'm ready to fight. Let's go, AJ. Let's make this happen. I'm ready to do it.
He wants all the smoke. There you go.
Fancy things, my crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you'd be happy I made it.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the breaking news, heavyweight division. It's been reported by a number of news outlets, but the one I got in front of me is the Express.uk that Anthony Joshua's top replacement for his fight on June the 1st has emerged. There is one name that has emerged above the rest of the pack, and it comes in the form of Trevor the Dream Bryan. Shout out to Trevor the Dream Bryan and Stacey McKinley over there in Pompano. Big shout out to them, man. But yeah, Johnny Nelson was on Sky Sports. Big shout out to Johnny Nelson and Sky Sports. And they were talking about, they're running through the list of Anthony Joshua replacement opponents, and this is you know, right from Johnny Nelson himself, who's very well connected to Matchroom Boxing and just that whole, you know, camp of people. He said the following, I quote, "The big name that is probably that tops the list is Trevor Bryan. He's a Don King fighter. He's a young 29-year-old I think he's knocked out 14 of his opponents out, unbeaten, and again, a New Yorker, so he's relevant to a lot of them out there. I know Adam Smith was in Sheffield yesterday, and Anthony Joshua training camp, and he just wants to fight. That's pretty much what it was. Then he wanted to say, but I can see it being Bryan personally. I think that and believe we will hear in the next 7 days about the official bout. So that's what it is, man. So Trevor Bryan, his name has emerged to the top of the list, and it's very interesting because I'm gonna say roughly 4 or 5 days ago, I put out the interview where I was at Stacey McKinley's gym here in South Florida, and Trevor Bryan wants this fight. I just played it for you guys at the beginning of this clip. Trevor Bryan wants this fight, and he's calling for this fight, and you know, there's not a whole lot of options out there, and you know, from a political standpoint, I know. From a boxing politics standpoint, he lines up. From a business standpoint, he lines up. He's undefeated. He's from New York. So there's no reason that this fight should not be happening, you know. And to be fair to Trevor Bryan, you know, he's someone that has been frozen out of big fights for quite some time. I mean, we can go back to just last year. You know, I did an interview with him last year when nobody was really talking about Trevor Bryan. And, you know, he was telling me about how guys like Brezeale, Dominic Brezeale, and Baby Miller, he had contracts signed to fight these guys, and they backed out. They didn't want to fight them. They pulled out for whatever the case may be. So, you know, it is interesting stuff there. Now, something else I will disclose to you guys is, for those of you who don't know, Eddie Hearn follows me on Instagram. For whatever it's worth, Eddie Hearn follows me on Instagram. We don't really interact much. You know, he don't really respond to your boy BT, but it is what it is. He's probably a busy man. But Eddie Hearn does see my stuff, so if I message him, he'll generally see whatever it is I message him. And I have messaged him the Trevor Bryan interview that I did here, where Trevor Bryan is calling Anthony Joshua out. I've direct messaged him my Stacey McKinley interview where he's stating his case for the Trevor Bryan fight. And he has seen both my messages. He didn't respond, but he has seen both of my messages. So look, there isn't a whole lot of options out there. I think this is probably the best option out there for them. A guy who's a full-fledged heavyweight, a guy that's from New York, a guy that's undefeated. Has he fought the creme de la creme of the division? Absolutely not. We're not gonna say that Trevor Bryan has fought anybody too great, because he hasn't. But he's someone that has been trying to fight these top guys like Brezeale and Miller, guys that are recognizable names to the boxing public. They haven't given him the opportunity. So now, here's a special scenario where there really aren't a lot of options out there, and he makes a lot of sense as an opponent, and he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. Listen, let me tell you guys something about Trevor Bryan. I've been knowing Trevor Bryan for going on 4 years now, almost 4 years. And from the day, from our first interview to now, where he's calling Anthony Joshua, this guy has always telling me he wanted to fight the best. You know, you see him, he's always in the gym. You see him, he's always, you know, he's always in the gym trying to become better. And to his credit, he has gotten better over the last 3 to 4 years. Trevor Bryan is a guy who takes boxing seriously, very seriously, and he wants to know how good he is. You know, he's been in camps. He's been in camp with some of the top guys out there. You know, the guy that ducked this fight, Luis Ortiz. He's done hundreds and hundreds of rounds with Luis Ortiz. Shannon Briggs, sparred lots of Shannon Briggs. And Alexander Povetkin, he sparred Alexander Povetkin. So he's been in there with top heavyweight names. Okay, top heavyweight names in camp. You know, he's won these fights for a long time. You know, to boxing fans, to hardcore boxing fans, the most recognizable name on his resume is probably the tough and always formidable Derek Rossi, tough journeyman he fought a couple years ago on Showbox. That was his last TV fight. It was 4 years ago. So he hasn't even got the TV exposure he needed. He's needed to become relevant here in the States. So, you know, he has a chance to get this fight. I think he should get it. I think right now all signs point to him getting the fight because of the fact that, you know, you have people within Sky Sports saying that he will be he is one of the top options out there. You know, Eddie Hearn has seen these videos I've been sending him, and it just makes too much sense. No disrespect to Michael Hunter, he's a fantastic fighter, a fantastic talent. I think he'll be a solid fighter at heavyweight, but he gets moved up to heavyweight. It doesn't make any sense for him to fight Anthony Joshua at heavyweight because, you know, he's not even a full-fledged heavyweight to begin with. He hasn't had time to settle into being a heavyweight, so, you know, that's what it is, man. So yeah, news coming out saying that Trevor Bryan is the top replacement for Anthony Joshua at the moment. Obviously, nothing formal has been announced, but once something formal is announced, we will definitely get to it in a timely manner here on True School Sports. So you guys let me know your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Showtime, Sean Porter.
This is Aerosmith Dre.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse Vargas. You're watching True School Sports.
You're watching True School Sports.
All right, and you're watching True School Sports. Stay tuned.